Get ready for hot takes and insight from local industry experts in real estate, business, and lifestyle. He used to play ball with the Padres. He played hockey for the Lobos. Now they're crushing it in the real estate game. Together, they'll showcase the best of the Duke City. This is All About You, ABQ.
I'm already unhappy. Why is there background like that?
Dude, you got to stay tuned. The goal of the show is to highlight the best of our city's industry experts in real estate, culture, lifestyle, so you walk away with value, feeling inspired. The way we like to do that, answer the questions you may have, interview the guests you want to see. We invite you to join the conversation. You reach out on a social media tag up here, or join our email list to get some timely tips about our community and real estate market.
Thank you, Mr. Rigmarole. You have it down to a pact. I'm Grant Harvey, home loan expert.
You probably know Grant as the blind guy on the corner walking his dog, but he's also crushing it in the mortgage space.
Thank you for the accolade. You've seen Skip and HGTV's House Hunters and part of the top 2% producing real estate agents in the world.
Here's why you're going to want to stay tuned. We're joined by Dizzie Locz, social media influencer, and one of the biggest names.
Talk about Locz?
Yeah, you are bad. Your hair looks a little dizzy today.
I was talking about my glasses.
And then stay tuned to the end of the show. It's everybody's favorite, Skip's Tips. Grant, dude, you looking good, doggy.
No,
Vegas.
you're looking good.
How was Vegas, brother? Hockey season's coming to an end.
We burnt that bitch down. Yeah, finally. Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. So the Oilers burnt T-Mobile down again 4-1. They were supposedly deep. They're deep. How deep? Like 6 foot deep. That's how deep they are. Vegas fans can go to hell. I've been dealing with them all weekend. I went to game 2 and 5, and this is the result. Connor McDavid he's risen. So we sent a few players off that weren't grateful. And then we're doing well. You know, Stuart Skinner has had 2 consecutive playoffs with a shutout. So we're doing great. You know, I mean, I hate to shove hockey in front of everyone's faces, but I don't. We're doing great. I'm going to Dallas, and I'm going to remind Dallas, deja vu, we're coming through again.
Coming for you.
2. Yeah.
Speaking of hockey, let's talk about a little current event.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember growing up in New Mexico. I went to my first pro hockey game when they were at Tingley Coliseum.
The Scorps, eh?
The Scorps, dude. The Scorps are the best thing about minor league hockey is the fighting, and so you go for the fights. And if there's not a fight, there's always a fight in the stands.
Yeah.
But apparently, professional hockey making a comeback in New Mexico with the announcements of the New Mexico Pro Hockey Club. Team will play in the ECHL, set to begin in 2026 at Rio Rancho Event Center.
Well, it's funny you brought that up because I'm heavily invested in that, and I love pro hockey. I actually think that the Scorpions that were left behind are really resemblant of why the talent we have now. Brian Barnes, Clint Wensley, like very prominent hockey guys. Clint Wensley, I'll give him a shout out, even though he probably doesn't watch the show, won the Centennial Cup. The Centennial Cup is like the Stanley Cup for Canadians. He stayed here. This is why so many New Mexican kids are so good right now. I mean, it is. They stayed around, and God bless them. Like that's the why. That's why there's so many New Mexican kids who are so good right now.
What do you know about the minor league hockey team? Have you read anything about it? You know anything about ownership or team names, anything like that?
Yeah. I mean, there's one psychopath. They should probably leave the organization. But yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good. The problem is they're so far away. Let's talk about proximity.
Yeah, Rio Rancho Event Center.
Yeah, it's so far away. I mean, I believe in the cause. It's a hard fetch, right? Wouldn't you believe?
Well, yeah, I think Albuquerque in general has always been a challenge to keep minor league hockey around. But I think if you relocate it out into the middle of a tumbleweed farm and just pray for rain, I mean, look, let's be honest, it's a much better event center than Tingley. I mean, it's more.
The place and the event holder is wonderful. It's just so far away. I mean, I think that's the best place to watch anything, right? Don't you agree?
Didn't we go to a UFC fight there one time?
yeah. Talk about your dad. You bringing up that story though.
Yeah, shout out. So the first time we went to Rio Rancho Event Center, we went to go watch a UFC fight. Shout out Joe Martinez. Got us some tickets, but went with my dad. And so, if you've ever been to a UFC fight, everybody's fighting. Testosterone, drunk, knuckleheads. And so everyone's fighting each other, pushing each other, walking in and out. And Grant's like, I'm not taking this, dude. I'm not taking this. And so this guy bumps into Grant, and Grant just like all of a sudden like he's about
who's the one guy
about to rip his shirt off, and my dad just puts a soft hand on his shoulder, like not now, Grant.
Who's the one guy?
But
that
Grant
I
went from
like,
a 10 to a fucking 2.
The one guy I respect in life will say no is Skip's dad. I will go, okay, I'll fucking sit down. But he told me no, and I go, oh no, okay. It's the same guy that like told us to like take back all of our knives that Skip gave us for his bachelor party, and then I go, okay, I guess we have to give him up.
Turn your knives.
But I respect like Skip's dad is the man, and then like he will just go, you can't anymore. I go, oh, it's as aggro as I am. I go, okay, I guess I won't.
No. Well, we had a fun weekend. We actually took the whole family up to Angel Fire. We were shooting a commercial. We got asked to do a commercial for Angel Fire, dude, because, we just have deep roots in Angel Fire, as most people do. But it was a fun experience. So I got to include my mom and dad in it, as well as...
Why am I not in there? Let me ask you every time.
Yeah, why were you not in the commercial?
Yeah, because you didn't want to ruin it?
Because we were on schedule. No, but that's so it was fun. We did a little fishing, mountain biking, hiking, did the whole Angel Fire experience. So stay tuned.
Angel Fire guy.
Stay tuned to the channel.
Do I get to see the commercial?
No, it hasn't aired yet. We filmed it this week.
So what? I don't care. Is your best friend not get to see it?
Yeah, I'll text it to you. Text it to you afterwards. You're gonna love it.
Just smoking, just dust, just dusted me. Okay, he's dusted me.
So yeah, like I said, stay glued to your TV. You might see a familiar face or two representing Angel Fire New Mexico.
Just keep everything to himself, greedy.
What else has you up in arms?
No, I don't even have my Grant's rants is like how you withhold. I mean, maybe we could do that.
Yeah, rant on me.
Okay, let's run it. Improv. Okay, let me tell you how old boy did not tell me how he was going to get married, had kids. Over here, he's supposed to be my best friend. I'm supposed to going to marry him. He goes, hey, Grant, and here's how dumb I am. He says, oh, Grant, I think I'm going to marry Ashley. And then I sincerely go, well, what's that going to mean to me? Because that's how deep we are. He didn't run that shit by me at all. He goes, will you officiate it? I go, I guess. I mean, yes, I want to honor you two. Guess what? Old boy does not run any information by me. I have to ask him 3 days before, are you going to run the email by me where I find out your history? I guess. So I do, because I love him. And so this is how I married these two. So let me tell you my faithfulness to this guy. Yes, I love Skip so much that he has burnt me. And then he didn't even allow me to decide if he needed to get married. That's Grant's rant.
I feel so loved. Coming up.
Oh, actually,
run it back.
You come up with a picture of you crying so hard.
Will you fix your microphone? You're going to make everyone cry.
Dude.
Coming up next, here's why you're going to want to stay tuned. We're joined by Dizzie Locz in studio. You've seen him online. Now he's here to blow your mind with some entertainment,
Mark,
some song and dance.
A picture of Skip crying.
And then stay tuned to the end of the show. It's everybody's favorite Skip's Tips. This is UABQ. Welcome back to UABQ.
Hi.
I'm Skip Adams, owner of Sold by Skip Real Estate Brokerage here in Albuquerque.
Grand Harvey home loan expert.
We're joined in studio by David Costales, a.k.a. Dizzie Locz, just a local celebrity gracing us.
First time we ever said that correctly.
There's an ongoing joke that I talk like a white person.
Well, you do.
No, did I nail it?
I mean, you were close.
Costales.
Oh,
there you go.
No, he's fine. I'm a Herrera.
You are 1/3 of 1% Herrera.
Fine. I still do better than that. Yeah, good for you.
Dizzie Locz, so born and raised Albuquerque, and you've lived all over Albuquerque.
Oh, yeah.
That's
definitely.
awesome. Well, we always like to highlight people that kind of grew up here, maybe had a chance to leave. But what I always want to ask, like, what was it about Albuquerque that made you stay or decide?
No choice.
Yeah.
No choice.
But what do you?
That's an answer.
but, I mean, it was like no choice. But I mean,
The ankle monitor, or was it the?
yeah, that was part of it. That was definitely part of it. So yeah, I've only, a little backstory real quick. I just got out of prison November 19, 2019.
We are okay with prison.
And so I stayed on paper till following year 2020. I decided to make content
Can
on
I
social
ask
media.
you what happened?
Oh, I was stealing trucks.
I'm actually like boosting.
Boosting.
I'm a booster guy.
Yeah, I did that too. Like, to be honest, I was a real rounded criminal. Like, I did fraud, I did fucking auto theft,
this guy
commercial
is
burglaries.
yes. He's not just one of the shooting from the hip. He's
very regimented.
I was a jack of all trades.
Our show has now just reached new limits, because here I have like a finance like major guy. We have Skip, and we're like yes.
Finally get some
go
entertainment
get it.
going here. But when you talk about jumping into social media, doing content,
Right.
I mean, you blew up. If you started in 2020, I mean, how many followers? Okay, so across all platforms, if you had to add them up,
Yeah,
rough number.
It's about a little bit above 510,000.
That's fantastic.
How did you find this? Like, what happened?
What do you?
Actually,
Amanda
reached out to me.
Yeah, Amanda reached out.
Amanda's just a miracle.
Amanda's our
Always
miracle
just
worker.
performing.
Shout out Amanda.
Okay.
Shout out to Amanda.
No, okay. So I remember. Okay, so one time I was out, and it's always funny to see like a celebrity or something in Albuquerque. But one time I was out with my boys, and we were playing pool at Billy's Long Bar, dude.
Oh, yep.
Billy's Long Bar, and we were playing pool, and I looked up, and there's this knucklehead at the pool table next to us. I go, wait a minute. I was like, you're the guy from the internet. And you were like, yeah, dude. I was like, oh my God, what's up? I'm fanboy. And you're like, all right, cool, bud. See you later. So it all comes full circle
I didn't
here.
know that happened.
Yeah, I didn't tell you
Well,
about that.
because you don't hang out with me
Yeah.
anymore. Ever since you got a family,
Yeah.
it's so important to have a family.
He's like, bro, I didn't know
yeah.
you were married for the last 3 years.
No, I
What us
appreciate
guys
it.
are like that with each
appreciate
other.
it. I appreciate it when I still don't remember much.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, I definitely could feel you on that.
Yeah,
like with some of
thank
my
you.
homies, like we partied so hard, I don't even have memories with them. I'm like, do you remember that one time I woke up and we were both hungover? That's all I remember.
Yeah, that was today.
Yeah.
So when it comes to growing on social media, what has been your best platform or your quickest growth?
I mean, TikTok was, and then I think it was the timing too, because the pandemic had just happened around that time. And so everybody was off work, they were scrolling on social media. TikTok was very popular. And honestly, I just started out doing TikToks like everybody else was doing.
Sure.
Like I didn't really plan on or want to be an
How old are
influencer.
you?
I am 35, going to be 36 next month.
Okay, so like for us, like TikTok, like I'm 45, right? TikTok was regarded as just like younger.
Yeah, we've aged out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like no, I'm back in.
Yeah. well, see, the thing is too that was cool about TikTok is there was content for all age groups, for all any kind of your preference in content. If you were wanting to see how to do videos, or if you were looking up comedy or whatever, right? There was something for that. So which is pretty cool, and so all age groups I've met and also seen that our creators on TikTok are from all age groups.
So would you say you so which came first? So obviously
The
TikTok
chicken or the egg?
Yeah, the chicken
Please
or the
solve
egg.
it.
Yeah, can you help us? This is all we care about. No.
The chicken or the egg? That one, honestly, I would say that
Which came
the chicken was made out of dust and light and everything,
holy
and then it
smoke.
produced the egg.
We're
That's the only
learning
thing I
so
can think
much.
of.
We're getting deep here.
Yeah.
No, so were you big into were you big on social media and then you got into cannabis, or were you kind of just doing cannabis and fucking around?
I've always been big into cannabis.
Well, we can tell that. Hey, we can tell.
Oh yeah.
Rude.
But yeah, no. Honestly, so I guess my cannabis career started when I was at 101.3 The Hustle, the radio station.
Oh, nice.
I was a DJ there.
Okay.
And so
And also, Skip knows nothing about music.
Here we go.
It's so hard for him. I go, what's your favorite artist? I don't know. It's just
Garth
things
Brooks,
that
dude.
play.
You know I love Garth Brooks.
Besides me, but I authentically love music, and his favorite artist is LMFAO.
interesting. I've never heard.
Can we
anybody say
get back on track here?
Yeah, let's get back on track.
Can we? The party in the house tonight. That was him. He played it for fucking 19
That was a
times
good
in
song,
row.
bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you not do that?
I still do it, dude. That's my gym song.
Yeah.
What do you think this is an
That's
accident?
insane to me.
Yeah,
But he
that's
met-
crazy to
he-
work out
he-
to.
I just shuffle, dude.
And he
Just
actually
shuffle it.
met-
I can see if you're driving to work or
He met
something.
the artist's parents. He goes, "Your son's work is so good." Did you not meet the parents?
Their uncle.
Oh shit!
And I didn't say that either, by the way. Let's move forward. Living in the past, guy. All right, so from radio DJ,
And so, yeah, so I ended up getting clients that were in the cannabis industry that wanted radio advertisement.
Yeah.
So then I came across a cannabis company and I was like, you know what? I was like, I love doing radio, but it just wasn't cutting it, like financially. So I was like, I was like, hey, what do I got to do to get on board with the
and
cannabis?
was this when because it was legalized? What in?
Yeah, it had already been legal for rec 1 year.
Oh, okay.
And then I got into it.
Got it, okay.
Yep. Well, but yeah, so then they put me on board.
Do
I
you
got
know any
into
of the
wholesaling.
DJs from kissing in between the sheets, like Skip, like.
Dude, he's a radio DJ, not a DJ.
Yeah, but you remember them.
I've heard the name. I would
No,
have
he
to hear a
hasn't.
song.
He
I don't know.
hasn't.
I like
No,
dubstep when
no.
it comes to like that kind
Yeah.
of DJ.
Oh, now we're
Yeah,
going.
I'm a dubstep
Now
fan.
we're going. Do you remember any 97.3 Kiss FM DJs like
Chico
Skip?
Banana, dog.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually friends with Julio G.
Julio G.
That's his
Yeah.
boy.
So I know Julio G.
Shout out Julio.
I know Animal. I know the current one, so I know Animal. Also Buck D. Shout out to Buck D.
yeah.
Yep.
So okay, so let's talk about Mad Hatter. So
Yeah.
this is your baby right now. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
are fresh out of the shop right now, trimming leaves, bundling up, doing the whole thing. So we appreciate you stopping by to
Hell yeah, of
drop
course.
some knowledge on us. So what goes on behind the scenes in a day to day at a cannabis?
So we're at the grow. I mean, you just got to make sure that all your pumps are running. There's no clogged lines.
what's security like at a grow? Because I mean, previously, like if you had a
No,
grow,
it's
you had to
huge.
have like
I mean,
armed
it's-
guys out there.
It's pretty
huge, right?
big, yeah. Like
Don't you have to have the like two-step entry to get in there?
yeah, exactly. So I mean, ours is technically like a 3-step in a way, huh? Because we have the gate that locks
got dubstep.
in the back
when
alley.
you said, huh, who are you checking in with?
My girl,
The boss
yeah.
over
Oh,
there.
hi.
She's the boss. She's
All
my-
right.
she's my
Let's
boss.
see security. She's
my security, too.
Actually, yeah, we do a 3-step. Look at her.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's you got the 2-step security. You got
three.
This one is 3 because technically
Yeah,
we're in the
oh,
back
Not
alley.
everyone has a G
So,
like her.
so we're in the
Okay.
back alley. We have the gate that we lock.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But we do have where you go in,
Right.
and
Now
then
you're
it's
speaking my
locked, and then you go
language.
in again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. We also have locks on our dry rooms. We have locks on all of our grow rooms.
Has anyone ever attempted something? I want to know that.
Not at our location.
yeah, of course, the way
I've
you're
seen a
rolling,
lot of
yeah.
people. They kind of go after retails more than they do grows.
More
I'm sure
smash and
that
grab.
it does happen with grows and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't even know if you passed by a cannabis manufacturing business if you
just
didn't
a-
know better.
so it's
Because
just
some
a
of them
warehouse.
are disguised. Like some of them will say
Well,
that
that's
they're
the
a
way you have to
painting
roll,
shop.
though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, don't
That's
you
the
have
best way.
to? Don't you have to like show that guys, right? Like, don't you have to like present yourself at that? You don't want to attract
Yeah.
like.
Well, and then there's also like really big rules within the state too, where they're like
Regulations.
the regulations. So they're like you have to have a caged locked room, or you have to have a walk-in safe,
Mm-hmm.
locking safe. So there's a lot of like big things. I mean, like, and even if you say you have like a regular space, then you have to get like a $3,000 metal door.
Reinforced.
Who's
everything.
even trying to roll up on that nowadays?
I mean, anybody.
talking
really,
about
any kind of
Albuquerque,
thief.
Doug?
Yeah.
You know, Skip.
Anybody that
Skip,
could, like,
Skip,
see it.
Skip went to the equipment.
Yeah.
Don't let him fool you into thinking.
I mean, I've actually seen where people have broken in on one suite just to get into the dispensary.
Right.
And broke the drywall to get to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
next side.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Look, how much of that is concern for you, though? Like what do you have to do to make
I mean,
provisions?
usually when we follow the protocols when it comes to like the retails itself, we
Yeah.
usually pull all the products, put them in the safe before we close the retail
Okay.
at night.
Okay.
Yeah.
As far as the grow and the manufacturing, I mean, our security is pretty good on that
Good,
building.
good.
And is it all still an all cash business now? Are you allowed to like
No,
go to
you
the
could
bank?
have merchant services.
How much is federal like annoying you a little bit in the back of your head?
I personally don't want it to go federally legal, so I hope they keep
Really?
it federally illegal.
And what's the reasoning behind
Yeah.
it?
Because I think that it's way better being managed state by state, letting the state be in control of
Sure.
it, because we'll just end up turning into Canada, where they just put like percentage laws and
Yeah,
all kinds
just
of
more
stupid shit.
fees, more taxes.
Yeah, more regulations on like the product itself, or you can't exceed over 26% THC on, shit like that. Like,
So
I
you
like to
can't
smoke my 36ers,
Let me ask you this: what is your top seller? What's the strand that people know you for?
Oh man,
BC Lights.
I gotta say, like, there's been so many of them, but Trico Jordan is one of like the best sellers.
Isn't
that's
that
a
what
homegrown-
Isn't that what you're hooked up on?
It's a very expensive strain, like itself. The strain is just to get the seed was really expensive.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was like it's in the thousands on how much that seed
Is it
costs.
really?
Yeah.
Does British
But
Columbia, any of your strains come from?
We don't have any BC buds.
That's annoying to me.
But to be honest, those are like
Just kidding.
those are within our like when we used to like back in the day get chronic. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, like I haven't really seen too much BC strains.
When it comes to cannabis, do you mess with the wax?
Yes,
Oh my god!
I love to dab.
Good
Rosin
night.
all day.
Good night. I tried dabbing once.
Watch him go.
And the only
Just
thing,
watch him go.
the only way I could describe it was being violently high to the point where it was like I had to just check out. I had to leave the room and just be like, all right,
Wow.
it's nice seeing you guys.
Skip is such a nice. When he's violently, it's like okay, he's still nice.
Well, the thing about like you're getting it in a concentrated form, so it is going to hit you a lot
I hate
better,
him in a
and the
concentrated
percentage
form.
is definitely going to be higher.
Every time it gets concentrated, I'm just so mad.
Just hitting me with nonsense.
You just
Well,
pillow
and the reason
fighting.
why I like rosin is because it's a full spectrum extract. So like you get like all the other
Can you
cannabinoids
identify
in
with
it,
this?
you know.
I'm following this. If you
Yeah, oh, dude.
And it's
Watch
also
this-
the most
watch this
natural way
posture, okay.
extraction too, because you use heat and pressure to obtain the extraction versus
You understand heat
using a
pressure?
solvent.
a chemical to remove it. Okay. So let's do this. We're going to jump into a little section that we call viewer questions. Mark, if
We're
you're up,
doing new stuff every time. He doesn't run shit by me. Okay, here we go.
we do viewer questions every
We,
week.
well, we have. Okay.
How high are you?
What are you talking
He's
about?
all,
We've
"Hey,
done
hi-
viewer questions.
how
We've
are
never
you?"
done this before. Watch him do his like. He's a gaslighter. Watch him.
Viewer
He
questions.
would be terrible at date.
Hit it, Mark.
Gaslighting doesn't exist. You're just crazy.
Okay, thanks, Mark. We'll make our own sound
Mark's
effect.
a gaslighter too.
Okay, so what's more dangerous, running a grow op or running your mouth on social media for you?
How the fuck is he gonna sound in on that?
I would say a grow up because the danger really lies within like I guess people trying to like like it's a danger to your pocket because if they steal your shit, I mean to you physically I don't think it's a danger and like I mean somebody would have to really know you when you're making deposits or something like that. So I mean I would say that it's not so dangerous in that aspect and talking shit on social media is not dangerous at all. A lot of people
Have you
just run
ever-
their mouths or big mouths.
He-
and-
He may not
You get a lot of
follow
people, a lot of people in the comments. That was the next question. Have you ever gotten real world heat from something you posted? Like somebody tried to fight you?
I
or
feel like he's trying to fucking go at me right now.
You know what? No, actually, I like honestly. If you want me to be honest, I think a lot of people just talk real big on the online, but when they see you in person, they kind of just put their head down and stuff like that. They
Or
don't really say
fanboy and
nothing.
get an autograph.
Yeah. So,
Are you asking him questions or me?
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what you're doing right now.
So but yeah, I would say it has caused some real world problems for me.
Really?
Yeah, like I've had people try to get me fired from my job.
Try to be canceled?
Yeah, try to get me canceled.
Oh,
Try to get me
yeah,
fired
yeah,
from
we
my
can't
jobs. Try
cancel
to, I don't know, just like create like rumors and weird shit. And I'm just like,
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to cancel me.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm like, go ahead, try to cancel me.
I'm already
can
sorry.
Well, entrepreneurs like,
well,
do
that's
have
a-
that power, right?
Yeah,
Like-
well,
like-
yeah, you
like
can't
try it.
fire me from my job for something
go.
I said because there's nobody that's gonna get mad at me for anything that I said.
What other questions you want to?
No, but let's talk about it. So, as an entrepreneur, so you've got Sick Society.
Yeah, Psych Society.
Damn it!
You were close.
God damn
Can you
it!
say any word?
You've got
Okay.
Psych.
So it's like
Society.
psych, like psych,
Psych out.
like psyche,
Yeah.
psych.
Yeah.
But I spelled it
P-S-Y-C-H-E.
SYKE, so that way it was like the slang word psych, like
Right, yeah,
psych.
psych.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still use psych, by the way.
Yep, same
on my
here.
kids. They're like, what does that mean? No, that's great. So, okay, so talk more about Psych Society. So that's
So we produce a mushroom chocolate bar that's made out of.
Oh, you don't want to give him any.
No, he might
will
like
lose
this
his
one.
I'm
mind.
good at mushrooms.
So
Oh,
this
yeah.
so
Yeah,
this
he's
one is
good.
in it's not psilocybin, it's not psilocin, so it's not anything illegal. So we use
Well,
what they
then-
call
then never
another
mind.
tryptamine
I only
that's
want
in the
illegal.
mushrooms.
Right.
That's It's legal, and it's actually very beneficial, like a supplement almost. It's called erigination.
What?
And so it comes from the cubensi mushrooms, just like psilocybin and psilocin.
Wait, hold on.
So the way I could
Etymologist, break down the words. Please help me.
Erigination.
Yeah.
Erigination.
But break it down. Break it like is
That
it
is
Latin
broken
or
down.
what?
It's Latin, yes.
I don't know.
You don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's Latin, Roman, I guess. I don't know.
It's been
Well,
Roman.
not every, it's Latin.
Okay, wait, I didn't graduate
So
school,
it's
so I
not
don't
the
know where these come from.
psychoactive. It's not the psychoactive chemical.
No.
But it's something that's so it's legal.
It's legal.
So what is
So what's
what-
the derivative?
Yeah.
So basically,
Derivative is
the
what
best
you
way I
want.
could describe the effects is it gives you the mushroom body high. It gives you like the trip itself, but without the visuals and without the I guess the head trip that the mushrooms give you. So if anything, what it does is it boosts your focus.
Yeah.
It makes you really, really happy. So I mean, if you're in a shitty mood or even if you're depressed, you take that shit for a while. It'll definitely
Is
boost your mood.
it a dependable mood that will the yield will be a dependable mood?
Like you would always want to take it? Is that what you mean?
No.
Or-
Like it always results into happiness.
yeah, I mean, it should. I mean,
you get your money back.
I mean, it could be your
try
brain.
on me. I'll tell
People's
you.
brains could be broken too sometimes because I don't know. I've done the
perfect
same
guy,
shit
man.
they did, and
Perfect
it didn't.
specimen
You know.
It ought to.
But overall, it's actually really great. Like I have ADHD.
Yeah.
So it's really great for me to help me concentrate, to keep me focused. So
Yeah.
I mean, and,
That's
and
fascinating. I
also-
never heard of that before.
Yeah, it's actually some very new shit.
Give
man.
him a
What-
ton.
We'll have to come check that
Yeah.
I'll
out.
have to drop you guys some samples one day. I
That'd be
should have brought some now. I just left
Oh,
everything.
no,
watch this interview get a lot better.
It'll be a shit show.
I mean, or I could go get my mushrooms that I like to eat. I grow
let's
them.
take a
Now
break.
we're
Yeah, come back in an
talking.
hour and be
Yeah,
like,
time
We'll have some crazy conversations.
everybody under the table.
No one knows what the actual point of the conversation is.
I
Tune
don't.
in next week.
When I'm on mushrooms, I feel like I know everything, but nothing at all at the same
I
time.
don't.
Do you guys ever feel that way? Like you're like, I know
Well, I
everything.
actually like
everything
that you
makes
said,
sense.
I don't even know
and then
why
you're
I'm
just
here.
like, but what makes sense? I
That's
don't know
my
if that
favorite
makes
part. I don't know what I'm doing here, actually.
So
Common occurrence.
here's you gotta tighten up, doggy.
Okay. I'll just.
So again, we'll go back to social media because we're in the same thing. We're in the entertainment business. We're in the business of getting eyeballs. So are you still posting consistently? You have to do it every day. You have to sit down, smoke a little herb, and come up with something funny, or do you just go pull out the phone and just start bullshitting?
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, it's a mix of both. Sometimes it's just like the on-the-spot content that really does good. A lot of people like that authenticity too, you know what I mean? And then sometimes, like when I put together a skit, sometimes it just, I'll be talking and I'll say something that just outlandish, and like I'll be like, that would be a funny ass skit or a funny ass joke.
It's called Skip's Tips.
Yeah.
Skip's tips.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. Okay, so great. So are you one of the guys that you worry about your analytics? You go in and you see what's performing well and stuff like that. Or are you just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna post?
I don't even care
Yeah.
anymore. I used to be like that. Now, like if you want me to be honest, like lately I've just been so busy just trying to get things together business wise. Like my mind hasn't really been focused on making content like that. I mean, I'll post like maybe once a week, but I will get back into it. And like honestly, I'm at this point, I want to get into making some other kind of content too. Like I want to make content that's a little bit more on like a educational, informational type of level. So I want to do that, and it's going to be a little bit more serious with a little bit of comedy because I don't think I could ever be serious.
No, that's my whole life.
Yeah,
That's my whole mantra.
And honestly, that's like what everybody tells me. They're like, "You're never serious." I'm like, "Well, why? I'll be miserable."
That's what you hear is what Skip tells me all my whole life.
What did I tell you?
Don't be more serious. No.
Get your life.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, all right. Well, David, that's awesome, man. So I appreciate you coming by. We're gonna have links to all of your websites and everything. And then, do you guys throw any events or anything?
I mean, there is talks of doing some events and stuff like that.
Awesome.
So
What do you want to do?
like with the grand opening for the dispensary, that's one that's coming up. I mean, I also have a dab roast that's hosted by Redman.
Oh yeah.
And
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Redman?
Yeah, the rapper Redman. Yeah.
Wait, no, he doesn't care that much.
Oh,
but
here we go.
When I
Okay,
saw
so-
when I saw Just Blaze, I
Yeah.
freaked the fuck out.
Okay.
He didn't know.
Yeah. So Redman he raps
No,
with
I
Method
know.
Man. Do you know? Have you ever watched How High?
He does
familiar.
not.
Oh, you do know
shit
Redman.
about
Okay, I don't
music.
know because he's telling me you don't know.
Don't
so.
listen to this guy. Look at how high he is.
we just Blaze.
His eyes are
just
pretty
Blaze, right? Well, I know, but
And I smoked before I got in
He's
here.
gonna come in.
He's going to be one of the judges. And so I'm going to be one of the roasters. But the thing about the dab roast is we got to take a huge ass dab and then we got to roast our opponent.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, and
That's
I'm like,
hilarious.
and this is going to be at Monster House Dispensary.
I don't do
lounge
very
and
good on
cruises.
weed. I think you're not you're pretty good on weed though.
I am not. I'm terrible.
I'm not actually as big as I am. I'm not very good on weed, but Redman is a thoroughbred, right? But I know. I thought you were a little bit better on weed than me.
I'm more of a salvia guy before I go to work.
Oh no,
That's the worst one. He said salvia.
Start your day the salvia way.
He's the type to be like, oh, I hate beer.
Hey,
You don't pass me that
We'll
shot
be
of
on air.
Everclear.
Let me tell you something. The worst experience I ever had was on salvia, and this guy's laughing at me. I thought you'd been laughing at me for a decade. I was like, get me out of here, and he's like, oh.
I know, it's crazy, huh?
No,
It's a very uncomfortable thing. I've never
Not
enjoyed
for him.
salvia.
He thinks
It's
it's
a
so
nightmare.
funny.
It is.
It's a
Well,
nightmare.
it's not a nightmare.
Once it's
They're
over, it's
laughing at you.
hysterical.
Yeah, that's when I was actually enjoying it, is when it stopped. It's like, oh, thank God. After I'm all wiping the drool off, I'm like,
Actually, who is that happy after salvia though?
nobody is.
No.
I mean, I was just happy it was
Let me
done.
set the.
It's more of a party favor than anything. It's just like,
It's more of those things where you want to be a dick to
Have
the
you-
new guy
have
in the
you ever-
group.
have
You
you
know
ever
what I mean?
experienced
Try this
this?
train. You're like, here comes Adam. Let's give him a fucking big old hit of salvia. See what he does.
Have you ever experienced this? Wasn't your eyesight so much more clear than you ever had in your life?
what, on salvia?
On salvia?
Yeah.
This
I
guy.
could see
No, you know
couch
what?
patterns,
Actually-
like so clear. I could see every couch patterned so clear.
I
knew
saw all the way
I-
down to the fiber.
No, I did. No, I did. It was red and green and light green.
Damn.
And then he's laughing, but
That was like
that's why I called him
160X
Uncle
shit.
Plaid, because I go, dude, I can see the couch fibers, and he's just laughing, but I could see so clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That's like
I say,
microscopic vision,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, damn.
I mean, like,
You're
He
special.
hears me say it. Damn.
I had like HD vision when I took LSD.
oh yeah, I heard that's true.
I haven't done that before.
No?
No.
Oh, that's way better than
I have
salvia.
certain lines.
It lasts longer,
No
but it's
way,
way more
Jose.
comfortable to take. I'll tell you that much.
It's less violently high.
Yeah, it's more happy. You know?
Did you get to see? We need to clear this up. Did you get to see fabrics like I did?
Bro, I saw. Okay, so on my
saw the
DMT
devil.
experience, I saw the whole world being created.
okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a whole nother level.
Yeah, the DMT, like I literally saw the Big Bang, I saw our Earth forming, I saw fucking every species
what I'm
of
trying to tell
creature
you.
and animal, like, and it was crazy because it was like, you know when you watch like a movie and it's just like flashing through a bunch of
Yeah.
different shit?
Yeah,
It was
not
like
me,
that, like it was just
but-
like sped up and I just saw like.
How long did that last
beginning
for?
and
Like
end.
7 minutes or something?
I mean, it was like about like 10,
Yeah.
10, 12 minutes. I don't remember exactly, but
then
around
back
there.
to reality.
But the trip itself felt like hours. I couldn't even tell you how long it
Skipped it
felt.
ayahuasca and shook the devil's hand.
No
That's
way.
true.
Did
That's a
you
true
say
story.
that
That's
or
fucking
not?
That is a true story.
Well,
I have
and
met
so
the devil.
ayahuasca lasts longer, right?
Yeah, that's a trip.
Yeah, I bet because
That's
it's like
just
DMT
eating
on
minds.
steroids.
Yeah, that's a
Oh.
I've just done the DMT shit where you smoke and get high as shit for 12
He's not
minutes.
as
but-
local as you.
Yeah, mad local.
Honestly, what I do want to do once in my life, this is on my bucket list. So I'm about to go skydiving, which is one of my things on my bucket
That's
list. right?
one thing we can't do. Skip
And
I
then
will both
the
will
next
not
thing
do
on my
it.
bucket list is to actually go get the poison from the
toad?
the toad, and do the
Ooh.
5-MeO
Are you in?
DMT where they
Ooh.
put the 3 dots
Are
on
you
your
gonna,
arm.
are you gonna
I
do
heard
it?
that's just gnarly.
Next
I heard
episode?
it too, but
Next epi?
it's one of those next level shit.
If you're gonna do it, do it.
Are
Yeah,
you
I
going
do.
to
I
do it
wanna
with
do it
him?
so
Where do you
bad,
have to
bro.
go to do that?
I
Right
think it's
here.
in South America.
Right, no, right here.
But if you want me to be honest, I think that same toad lives in somewhere in Colorado.
In Berlin.
Oh, I wish. Fuck. You know what? Hermosa bark lives in the Rio right there.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and you can make DMT out of that. So
That'll be a whole nother
Wait,
episode.
hold on. What if we did that shit on air?
Yeah, I'm sure that would go over great with our
yeah,
sponsors.
the viewers will just see us
apparently-
looking sitting in a
apparently
chair like
can't
this.
get canceled here. Try to cancel us. Watch this.
Dizzie Locz,
Apparently, you have to punch senior citizens.
to get
So,
canceled.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that could be an episode. Dizzie Locz, man, bringing the energy, man. I appreciate the
Thank
the
you.
knowledge behind the scenes, dude. You're a good time. Thanks for putting up with us. And we'll have links to all your stuff. And we're going to come support the grand opening for sure.
No, we will.
Yeah, that would be cool, bro.
That's kinda
you
what we
guys,
do.
you guys are more than
I don't
welcome
know
to
if
come.
it'll help your fandom, but we're gonna go.
I mean, hey, y'all are invited anyways. They're going to be doing promo deals
Get these
for
guys
the grand
out here.
opening.
Oh,
So
us and you
perfect.
may
if you want to
say
come and
never
pick
felt
up your
before.
cannabis products, then that'll be a great day to do it.
Thank
Okay.
you, Dizzie Locz. We appreciate it. Coming up next, here's why you're going to want to stay tuned. It's everybody's favorite, Skip's Tips. This is UABQ.
Oh, God. Oh, my. Hello, we're back. Great segment 2. And we're going to go to segment 3, Skip's Tips, heavily awaited.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is Skip's Tips. Anything that saves us time, makes us more money, allows us to have more fun in real estate or real life. Buying that home, get the home inspection, but there's a few things your home inspector won't tell you. I don't know what they are. Let me see here. See, most buyers don't realize that home inspectors don't typically check your sewer line, termite, roof certification, or even check the in-floor ducts for damage. These are all add-on inspections that you're going to have to add. These are all add-on inspections that you'll have the ability to add in addition to your home inspection. Certain additional levels of security as a buyer that you want to have when making that huge purchase. So, ask your home inspector if he'll do all those inspections and then some. Save you some money in the long run, so share this with a friend and tell him Skip said so.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. There you go, buddy.
There you go, bud.
Those are really good tips.
Yeah, I can't wait to learn more next week.
How many more divorces saved? Remember you used to actually say that it would save divorces?
Saves marriages. Every Wednesday night, Sunday morning here on the
Tomato,
Education
tomato.
Channel, online, worldwide. This is
Tomato.
UABQ.
You're watching UABQ.